Every mind has its own way of learning, and every voice deserves to be heard. Because being different can be your strength.
Welcome to the Freedom Fighters podcast. Your story matters, your voice matters, and your future matters. Welcome to Freedom Fighters. Today we're talking about feeling behind. Remember, your wings are still growing.
Sometimes I feel like I'm not good enough.
That's normal. Let's talk about it.
I get frustrated when I can't do something.
Growth takes time. You are capable and worthy. Keep believing in yourselves.
Aaliyah was only 5 steps away from the front of the classroom. 5 steps. But to her, it felt like 5 miles. Her teacher had asked her to read one paragraph aloud. Aaliyah knew the words, but her hands were shaking, her stomach felt twisted, and one thought kept shouting inside her mind. What if I mess up? Have you ever felt like that? You wanted to do something, but fear made you want to disappear? Stay with me because what Aaliyah did next might help you find your own wings. Welcome to Finding Your Wings with Dr. Geraldine, the podcast where young people discover courage, confidence, and the power to keep going, even when life feels difficult. I am Dr. Geraldine Calhoun, educator, author, and creator of the Freedom Fighters Chronicles. In every episode, we will explore one challenge that real kids face. We will hear a short story connected to Benjamin, Ruby, and Joshua, and end with a challenge you can use in your own life. Here's today's wing line. You find your wings by taking the next brave step. Now say it with me. I find my wings by taking the next brave step. Now, how did that make you feel? I hope it made you feel good in the inside. Aaliyah stood beside her desk while her classmates waited. She looked at the paragraph in her book. The first word was familiar. The second word was familiar. She had practiced the paragraph the night before. She had even read it correctly to her stuffed animals. But reading to stuffed animals was different. Stuffed animals did not laugh. Stuffed animals did not whisper. Stuffed animals did not stare at you when you make a mistake. Aaliyah, her teacher said gently, you may begin whenever you're ready. Aaliyah opened her mouth. Nothing came out. A boy sitting next to the window shifted his chair. Someone dropped the pencil. The tiny sound felt as loud as thunder. Aaliyah thought, I cannot do this. Then she remembered something her grandmother had told her. You do not have to finish the whole staircase. Just take the next step. Aaliyah looked down at the paragraph again. She stopped thinking about the entire page. She stopped thinking about the other students. She stopped thinking about what might go wrong. She focused on one word. Then she read it. Her voice was quiet. She read the next word, then the next sentence. Halfway through the paragraph, Aaliyah mispronounced the word. She froze. For 1 second, she wanted to close the book and sit down. But instead, she took a breath, tried the word again, and continued. When she reached the final sentence, her voice was still soft, but it was stronger than when she began. She finished the paragraph. Her teacher smiled. Thank you, Aaliyah. Aaliyah returned to her seat. She had not read the paragraph perfectly, but something important happened. She had started. And because she started, she discovered that fear was not as powerful as it had pretended to be. Now, let's pause right here. Aaliyah did not suddenly become fearless. Her hands may have still been shaking. Her heart may have still been beating quickly. But courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is deciding that fear will not make every decision for you. Aaliyah found her wings by taking one brave step, then another, then another. That brings us back to today's wing line. You find your wings by taking the next brave step. Now, let's make a Freedom Fighters connection. Benjamin understands that words may not always look or behave the way he expects them to, because Benjamin has dyslexia. Reading can sometimes require more time, creativity, patience. Benjamin might remind Aaliyah, reading differently does not mean you are not thinking incorrectly. Ruby understands how powerful encouragement can be. She notices how people feel. She tries to make sure no one feels alone. Ruby might remind Aaliyah, You do not have to hide when something feels difficult. There are people who want to support you. Joshua likes structure, patterns, and clear steps. A large challenge can feel overwhelming, but Joshua knows how to break it into smaller pieces. Joshua might say, do not focus on the whole page. Begin with one word. Ruby, Benjamin, and Joshua have different strengths and different challenges, but they are all learning the same truth. Your differences do not disqualify you from becoming a hero. Sometimes your challenge is the very place where your courage begins to grow. This is one of the lessons children discover throughout the Freedom Fighters Chronicles. The characters learn from history, from one another, and from the challenges they must overcome. Let me ask you something. What is the one thing you have been avoiding because you are afraid of making mistakes? Maybe you are afraid to read aloud, raise your hand, join a group, ask a friend for help, try out for a team, or share your artwork, start a difficult assignment, apologize to someone, or tell a trusted adult what you are feeling. You do not have to solve the entire problem today. You only need to identify the next brave step. It is time for your first Find Your Wings challenge. Here is what I want you to do. Choose one thing that feels difficult. Then choose one small action you can take. Not 10 actions, not 10 steps, not the entire project. One action. You might read one paragraph. You might write one sentence. You might ask one question. You might practice for 5 minutes. Introduce yourself to one person. Tell one trusted adult that you need help. After you take that step, say, I am growing my wings. Your wings do not grow because everything is easy. Your wings grow because you keep moving even when something is difficult. Aaliyah did not need to become the best reader in the classroom that day. She only needed to become brave enough to begin. And the same is true for you. You do not need all the answers before you start. You do not need to feel completely confident. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to take the next brave step. Remember today's wing line. You find your wings by taking the next brave step. I am Dr. Geraldine Calhoun, and I believe there is a learner, a leader, and a world changer growing inside you. To learn more about Benjamin, Ruby, and Joshua, the 4th grade Freedom Fighters, and Rhythm in the Silence, and school author visits, ask your parents, your teachers, or trusted adults to visit GTC World Changers. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep finding your wings.